Starters first for Brooklyn College. Sophomore setter number 3, Michael Ellington. A freshman outside hitter number 7, Jasper Diongo. A senior setter number 9, Seyu Zachariah. A freshman middle hitter number 13, Omar Rezina. A junior outside hitter number 14, Gabriel Platek. A senior, a freshman defensive specialist number 17, Utku Tanbritini. And the libero is a sophomore, number 2, Sindo Hassan. The head coach of Brooklyn College is Dino Dan, and the assistant coach, Jillian Ellis. Now the starters for your Baruch College Bearcats. A junior outside hitter number 3, Stephen Lopez. A freshman setter number 7, Stallone Shenkov. A junior opposite number 11, Artem Zikin. A senior outside hitter number 13, Nicholas Bogino. A sophomore middle hitter number 16, Evan Tacos. A sophomore middle hitter number 17, Annie Mojer. And Baruch's libero is a senior number 1, Kriapos Semartinis. The head coach is Kevin Edwards and the assistant coach is Chris Encarnacion. Now let's play ball.
Welcome. Good evening. We are live. It is Tuesday, April 9th. The quarterfinals of CUNYAC Volleyball about to come your way. The Baruch College Bearcats taking on Brooklyn College Bulldogs at Baruch in the Arc Arena. You got Brooklyn taking on New York City. The Bearcats of Baruch going up against the Bulldogs in the quarterfinal right here. The Bearcats will be playing in white on the left side of your screen, while the Bulldogs of Brooklyn will be coming in a maroon red. Tonight is the quarterfinals. On Friday, we have CUNYAC semifinals and finals starting at 6 p.m. Again at 8 p.m. Winner of this match will be taking on CCNY at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. And you also, if you're going to go to the CUNY finals and semifinals, you're going to need to register early once again this year. You got normal fans who come out every single year who participate in this event, and you got to sign up once again this year online. The ref gives the okay. Kyriakos Semertazidis comes on, the libero captain leading the Baruch College Bearcats. Baruch is starting with a 5-1. Stallone in the 1 position. That means Artem Zinkin and Evan Tacos are going to be in the front left actually, area 4. Artem the opposite, Evan Tacos the middle blocker. Nicodino goes back row with Steven Lopez hitting front row. We're going to be running a combination here early as Pez goes deep corner, area 1 and gets a kill. The Bearcats starting off with a little spice here early. They stacked up on that left side. Had Tacos, the middle blocker, go all the way to the back. While Artem, the opposite, ran a quick. Brooklyn this time goes back set, but it's blocked. High ball to the outside, but the outside was looking for something on the inside. Bearcats go up 2 points early, set number 1. Shout out to all the Bearcat fans who are here in attendance today. This is actually the last home game of the season, as CUNY finals and semifinals will be held at Hunter Sports Complex. And as a former volleyball player here for the last couple years, Hunter Sports Complex is a great place to play. Brooklyn bringing it early. keeping their boys alive. This is the playoffs. You either win or you go home. Nicholas Godino. They don't just call Nicholas Godino an athlete. They call him a scholar and a gentleman. Coming up with a great block. As Steven Lopez goes down the line. That's a roll shot to Semertizides. Quick three ball. And that one's thrown down. That's a point Bearcats as the Bearcats go up 5-0 early. Steven Lopez going back on this service run here. This time goes out to libero. Brooklyn can only get a free ball out of it, and that free ball sent out of bounds. As the junior, Steven Lopez looks to continue this service run, goes deep back into area one. That's a three-point pass with all options open. They go quick to Godino, and he throws that set to the outside. As Brooklyn finds their first point. Michael Valentin coming out with that beach tip. Nice roll shot from the Bulldogs there. That was a hard serve, but that one just goes into the top of the net as the Bearcats find another point. As they take a 7-1 lead. Early into set number one, though, you do have to win 3 sets. If one team goes up 2 points, you still have to win. Back-to-back aces for Tacos. Evan Tacos, the sophomore middle blocker. It's not Tacos with a C, it's Tacos with a K, but usually when you order tacos, you get 2 at a time. And he just dished up 2 service aces. Going for a third. This one, though, that's a net between the sophomore Menny and the senior Nicholas Godino. That ball lands 12-foot line in between the middle blocker and the front row outside. Especially as a middle blocker, you got to take that short ball. If they go short, you got to help out your outside a little bit, let him transition, and let him just swing away like Artem there. As Baruch does decide to go with the 6-2. That means 6 players, 2 setters. Edward is coming on as a setter here as Artem Zinkin, the opposite, the 6'5" hitter, comes off with Stallone, the setter. So Baruch just replaced the setter and the opposite. Outside set, but it's dug by Semertizides. Baruch goes big, and that ball's hit out of bounds. Float serve goes to the front row outside. Lopez dimes the pass. It's a perfect pass, so Menny gets up. Transition 3, and that's a kill for Baruch. Godino goes deep, area 6. This results in a roll shot, and Brooklyn's blocked, but they keep it alive. Present sent over to the Bearcats as they go outside to Lopez. High ball set. That one hit hard. Brooklyn calling for a touch, but the ref calls out. Godino going back to serve. Nice hard float serve. One option, they got to go 5, and that is blocked. Great serve from Godino, excuse me. Blocked by many. Godino goes at the libero. It's a back 5 tip. Kyriakos gets a hand on it. Rudin gets another hand on it, but that ball just goes under the net. Brooklyn finds their 5th point, 13-5. Jump serve goes deep. It's a nice hard serve, but that ball goes out of bounds just by a little bit. Said it all season. You can have great serves even if they go out. Nice pass, and that's a dump, but it's picked up by Steven Lopez as Lopez is there. Rudin with a hard swing down the line. As Brooklyn goes hard angle shot, and that ball falls in. That's a point. Baruch thought that ball landed out of bounds. We did not see it from the desk over here. Head ref calls it in. Brooklyn follows up with a float serve, goes out of bounds. As Baruch again subs out their setter for a front row hitter and subs out their back row hitter for a setter. This allows Baruch to have all 3 options. Brooklyn calls a timeout at 15-6 here in set number 1. We'll be back in just a minute. Stay with us.
In New York City, there is a place for people that want to be a part of something bigger than themselves, where if you work hard, the possibilities are endless. A place to learn, train, and play. In that order, the City University of New York Athletic Conference. This is where it all comes together. Find your people, be a part of a team, and don't just play the game, change the game. Champions aren't born, they're built. The City University of New York. Be exceptional.
And we are back live in set number 1, 15-6. CUNYAC quarterfinals coming your way. The freshman, Stallone, coming into his first season of playoffs right here. Many more years to come for this great setter as he dishes to Lopez, and Lopez finds a down-the-line kill. Stallone going back to serve again. The heavy jump serve coming from the right side of the court, but he attacks the angle. Brooklyn tries to free ball it over, and it finds the Baruch home court rafter that just sits in the middle of the court. That's an ace for the freshman. As the whole Bearcat bench is up right now. This is an important game. CUNY weak. Nice tip shot. One-handed pokey from Brooklyn. They go high ball to Artem, and Artem finds the floor. That's a kill. 18-6, Bearcats lead right now. Still a lot of game left. You have to win all 3 sets to advance. Winning this first set isn't going to do anything. You have to keep your foot on the pedal and keep after it. Jump serve goes down the line at the front row outside. It's sent over. Tacos knuckles it over. Way to keep it alive. They dump it again, back to back. Artem Zinkin goes down the line for a kill, and that's a point, though, big boy. The 6'5" opposite. They go back row to Godino. And then switch it up to Tacos. What a great transition offense. Second timeout called by Brooklyn. No more timeouts for them. It's 19-7, though. They're trying to find some momentum. This is set number 1. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a minute. Here we are in set number 1. The Bearcats hang on to a 12-point lead here. 19-7. As Brooklyn has called both of their timeouts. Steven Lopez goes with a jump serve. Tip shot. Stallone's there, though. Sembertizidis goes back set to Godino. Godino goes for the hands, and that ball's hit just out of bounds. Great swing from the senior, but it just goes out of bounds. Ball goes down the line. Perfect pass from Godino. Back set's kept in. Back out to Godino. Off the hands, and Evan Tacos is there for cleanup. Jump serve. They go to the outside. He sends the tip. It's kept alive. Artem sets up Godino, and Godino rips away. Godino just sitting there ready, keeping his eyes open, knowing that the play wasn't over until he hears a whistle. He gets up to that net and just swings away because no one challenged him. What a great little combination. This time Artem gets to swing away. That's picked up, though. Front row attack is tipped. It's a bump set to Godino, and Brooklyn's caught out of position. You kind of like to play maybe 12 feet back, 2 feet off the line. Tacos goes for a nice jump serve and another ace. Count them. That's 3 for him tonight. Brooklyn goes for a sub now. They pull out number 4, Andres, and comes in with number 7, Jasper. Both of them freshmen outside. And Brooklyn sends over another tip. That's a over on two-setter dump. Ball finds the ground. Bearcats have picked up 4 or 5 of those tonight, but that one finally finds the ground. As the Bearcats run a little combination. Stallone's got all these different types of recipes. As Stallone and Artem come off, as Merjau Rudin and Edward come back on the court. Merjau Rudin, who was playing middle blocker, is playing opposite. When I first came here 4 years ago, he was recruited as an outside opposite. He ended up playing middle blocker for us for a couple years. Took last year medically off, and now he's back at the opposite position. Merjau Rudin is one of the most versatile athletes that the Bearcats have had. He can play multiple positions as they finish off that first set 25-10. Bearcats take. We'll be back in 3 minutes for the second set coming your way. Stay with us.
In New York City, there is a place for people that want to be a part of something bigger than themselves, where if you work hard, the possibilities are endless. A place to learn, train, and play. In that order, the City University of New York Athletic Conference. This is where it all comes together. Find your people, be a part of a team, and don't just play the game, change the game. Champions aren't born, they're built. The City University of New York. Be exceptional.
Here we are back live in set number 2. Bearcats taking the first set by over 10 points. Steven Lopez, who had a 5 or 6 point run in the first set, starting off the second set. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but that's a Brooklyn point. Ball goes into the net. Bearcats this time starting row 2. Since they served first, now they're looking to attack. starting with Cadino in the front, Artem in the back. And from the 5, that's a point for Artem. Great pass, ball comes off. Big jump coming from Tacos. That's at the libero. 3-point pass from him as he goes deep. Lopez gets a hand on it, but just can't control it. Float serve at Kyriakos, and he just takes one wrong step. That ball goes into the crowd. Brooklyn now starting off set number 2, up 3-1 here. Float serve goes at Cadino. Some called out, some called in. He just decides to play it, which is a good call. Rather play it than not play it. Ball kept up by Semertazidis. Great combination as Brooklyn goes through the middle and finds a point. Float serve. Cadino's got no one and puts that ball away. This sends Artem back to serve. Usually they sub Artem out before and have Edwards serve for him. Right now they're keeping Artem to go back row, with Stallone, the setter, going front row, which is abnormal, but that's an ace for Artem. So that means right now that the Bearcats are playing with 2 options front row, because the setter's front row and the setter can't swing unless the libero sets him or someone else on the court. But he's not a primary option. So that means the Bearcats have 2 primary options front row with a D-ball from Artem, who just served. It's a great serve. Set over again. As a former setter, it's good to dump, but Brooklyn's thrown over a lot of dumps right now. And the kill ratio on setting an outside or a middle blocker or just any of your pin, even a back row attack, is a little bit higher than your setter trying to dump. And that is why right now he is maybe 1 for 6, 1 for 7 on these dumps. Baruch's waiting for it. And it's a good thing to test out maybe early in the match, save it for late in the match, and then pull it out. But if they're digging it, then you really want to feed your offense. Like even there, he could have dumped it, set it outside. Brooklyn's got to be more aggressive here, though. They're not going to win CUNYs, and they're not going to get out of this match without being aggressive and swinging. As the Bearcats come back right now, it's a great game here. 4-5. Cadino goes for the float serve. Nice deep swing from the middle. They go to Artem, and Artem goes area 5-6 for the kill. Cadino collects the ball and says next. Tie game. He goes float serve at the front row outside. Dino also collects the back ball as Steven Lopez pulls off the beat shot, and that falls down. As the back row specialist, Kyriakos comes off the court. Manny Miche has to play defense now. And we've talked about this all season long. That's an ace for the middle blocker. The night of CUNYs will come down to how the Baruch middles are going to serve. That's not going to be the focal point, but if they can serve well and they can play defense, while Semer Tazid is the captain, is off the court, many can put a big hurt into any team that they play, especially Evan Tacos. The impact that both those middles can have in 1 game to 25 can be huge.
17, Buchku, Riverdale, returns.
Benny collecting himself, going back. Drops the float. Stallone gets a hand on it. Nice stab, but that ball goes back and finds the floor.
Number 17, Buchku, Riverdale, serve.
Brooklyn back to serve. They're down 10-7 here. Lopez going down the line and finding a point. The freshman Stallone collects the ball. He goes back to serve. This is what we talk about, the difference between good serves and bad serves. Even if you miss and it goes out of bounds, but it's over the net, they might touch that ball. If you serve into the net or under the net, there's no way they can touch the ball and you automatically lose the point. We've already seen tonight 1 or 2 sets. Nice set, hit out of bounds. We've already seen tonight 1 or 2 serves that could have gone out of bounds that they played. Valentin goes back. Nice hard serve. They go combination out to Pez. Stallone's there. That means setter's out. Kyriakos with the high ball as Artem tips it and keeps it in. Tacos throws it back. Now there's a joust at the net, and the Bulldogs come on top. That's the call. A lift from Tacos. Great hustle. The ball's picked back up. But that ball finds the floor as the Bearcats are looking to talk to each other. 11-11, set number 2. Evan Tacos. Coming with a nice hard swing out of the middle. Fast set. Jump serve from Pez. This time, no dump. Back row attack. Artem Zinke just reaches up and throws it down. We got another joust. Tacos comes up with the point. Ball almost trickles over the net, but remains on the Brooklyn side as the Bearcats find their 14th point and go up 14-11. Brooklyn trying to stop the bleeding here just a little bit as they make a substitution. Nice deep serve. Back set. Lopez takes it off the chest, but it's kept alive. That gives Artem a swing. Stallone back with the pickup. Artem just keeping the ball in. Blocked! They go one ball, and Evan Tacos brings the roof. 15-11. That's called a double. It looks like the setter almost injured his finger on that play. The ref's going to ask if he's okay. Checks out to be good, and the boys are going to play on. Seems like they're going to let him play. Lopez goes down the line, and that's an ace. Fans are pointing in. That's another point for the Bearcats. Great serve from Steven Lopez. Going down the line, keeping it in. Took a little bit off that. You don't need to hit every serve 100% to get a point. That one sent into the rafters. Semertazides is there as Tacos cannot keep that ball alive. Just a premature jump, and he misses that ball. Great save from Kyriakos. Tacos, the sophomore, will learn, stay at the net, especially at the middle blocker. You got to guard that front net. You got Semertazides in the position as the libero to really be that back row captain. As the middle blocker, you got to be that front row captain. Looking like they were going outside high ball. Tacos transitions off the net and gets a kill. For all you young middle blockers out there, look at Tacos' effort getting off the net. Everyone thought it was just going to be a high ball. He finds a way to make it a one ball. Point Bearcats 18-12. We'll be back in 1 minute. Stay with us. Timeout over. Baruch showing up to the court a little late. Kind of strolling on. The ref says he's ready. Whistle blown. You only get 8 seconds. Nice jump serve. Goes deep. That one's a roll shot picked up by Stallone, but that means the setter's out. They go high ball. Godino, and Godino finds a hand. Smart swing. He knew the setter was out. He knew he wasn't getting a go ball. It was going to be just off the platform. Everyone in the gym knew where it was going. Great swing to attack those hands. Tacos almost footballs, but stays away from it. As Brooklyn goes into the net, the Bearcats find their 20th point. Brooklyn started off hot here, taking a 4-1 lead, but since then, it has been a 19-8 run. Tacos going at the front row outside. That ball is kept alive. Artem's there for the free ball. And that's another thing too. Stallone is a freshman, and it's okay. But on a free ball, if you're gonna run that one ball middle, the middle blocker on the other side doesn't have to move at all. It's just a tap block. All he's got to do is jump up in the air, and then he can still be late and get hands up on any other pin position. Right there, Stallone had a good set, but he trap set Many a little bit, forcing him into that block. If you're Brooklyn, all you got to do is tap block on there. As the Bearcats find another point, and Baruch now going with their traditional 6-2. Now it's accepted. Artem comes off. Edward comes on. Stallone comes off. Merja Rudin comes on. Godino comes off as Warren, the senior, comes on. Coach looking to save his players a little bit. Make some substitutions. That ball's blocked out of bounds. Nice block between Warren and Many. Warren, nice swing. That ball hit off the hands and finds the floor as Brooklyn finds their 15th point. Merja Rudin going one-on-one. Brooklyn finding themselves with a block there. 21-16. The Bulldogs are climbing back here. Many tipping it over the net. Down the line roll shot, picked up. Semers sets. Merja Rudin. There's a joust at the net. We got some volleyball here, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a block from Many and Warren. Many ranked in the top 5 for nation's best blockers in most blocks. Gets a block going with Warren, and that results in a Bulldog timeout. 22-16, quarterfinals set number 2. We will be back in just one moment. Stay with us, ladies and gentlemen. Back, set number 2. Bearcats up 22-16. They put back in the scholar, the gentleman, and the athlete, Mr. Nicholas Godino, as he comes up with a service ace.
Godino, 23-16.
Great serve coming off the bench. It is cold in here. Coming back with another one. Brooklyn this time going outside as they find the wall in hands of Many and Merja Rudin. Bearcats find set point, 24-16, set number 2. If they can come out with this point right here and win set number 2, they go up 2-0 as they walk into the 3rd set. Brooklyn will be looking for every single point from then on out, because if they lose one more set, as we all know in volleyball, you gotta win 3. Blocked! Steven Lopez and many bringing the wall. Artem clapping. Coach is looking confident. As Stallone and Tacos, Warren, Matt Sanchez, they all follow. Great game. Set number 3 to come. Stay with us. Set number 3, the CUNY quarterfinals. Here live, Arc Arena. Brooklyn College taking on the Baruch College Bearcats. At home in the Arc Arena. Bearcats playing in their home white. Brooklyn playing in maroon. Brooklyn taking the ball to start for serve, as they did in set number 1. Float serve, picked up by Semertazides. They go outside to Pez. Pez goes down the line. High ball set. Kyriakos watches it, and it falls, just drops into that corner. That's a kill for Brooklyn. Brooklyn once again taking an early set point. They go down the line at front row outside. That's a dump picked up by Semertazides, and that's a big. And just what we were talking about. The offensive attack turns into a high offensive attack from the other team. A BIC is a hard set to run, not just your normal pipe. So Brooklyn should be looking to set their hitters right here. The setter is tall, but still, once again, tip, picked up. Bearcats go back. Free ball. They get hands on it, but no one can control that ball. As the ball finds the floor, Brooklyn takes a 2-1 lead. Brooklyn looking to continue some momentum and build up some momentum as they've got to win the next 3 sets here. As the 5th set will go to 15. Godino. Hard angle shot goes into the hands, and that ball falls. This time, jump serve from Tacos. That ball goes out of bounds. Brooklyn going back to serve. They go Acadino. That's picked up. They run a combination through Godino. The 2-ball. Run many on a quick 3. Really spread that middle blocker and the right side blocker to the right side of the net. Godino comes through the middle, and that is a point. As Artem and Stallone come off, Merjau, Rudin, and Edward come back onto the court. Nice serve by Edward. Turns into a block by Godino and many. Bearcats go up 4-3. Ball's picked up. They go to Godino, and Godino attacks the hands. That's a net from Godino as he just catches his fingertips into the bottom of the net. But he rebuttals. They go back to him. He grabs a point, finds the ball for a serve, says, "What's next, coach? Bring it. Let's get 6." Free ball sent over. Kyriakos is there. They run a BIC to Godino, and he brings the changeup. He's been swinging away all game and then just tips it into the middle of the court. Two-point pass, blocked, and that ball lands in down the line. That's a point for the Bearcats as they take the lead. 7-4 right now. They just need to continue to grow the lead point by point. They've got a 3-point cushion right now. But Brooklyn is blocked there, but they're going to battle here. Their season is on the line. Dino continues his service run. Kyriakos is there. Kyriakos gets the setter a great pass. Edward just goes up, one touch. Middle blocker, 3-ball. Many puts that ball away. That's a point. Substitution for Brooklyn here. As they trail here 9-4. Godino continues to go after the front row outside. And Brooklyn swings away. That ball lands out. Brooklyn looking up to the refs, but the refs not giving him anything here. And once again, the winner of this match will play Friday night at 6 p.m. against CCNY. The winner of that match will move on to play the winner of the other semifinal match later in the night at 8 p.m. That will also be held at the Hunter Sports Complex on 68th Street. As the CUNY finals for both men and women is usually held between Hunter and Baruch College, back and forth. It's the week of CUNYs for the men's, as even the girls today getting ready. It's time to get back into the gym for the whole next season. Steven Lopez finds the floor. 12-5. Bearcats are rolling here. Many going back to serve. That's dug by Manny, the middle blocker. You love to see that right there. They go one ball, Bugadino. Merjao Rudin for the kill. 13-5. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. Bearcats have an 8-point lead here in set number 3. We'll be back in just a few moments. Give us 1 minute. Stay with us. Back live. Set number 3, CUNY quarterfinals. Manny, the middle blocker, back to serve. Picked up. Transition high ball. Down ball back over, but that ball just slips through the hands of Manny. And that's what we're talking about, is that the middle blockers are going to need to bring solid defense and solid serving into Friday. And even for the rest of this match here, for them to maintain a lead and come home with the win here. Baruch now doing a double sub. Opposite Artem for the setter Edward. Setter Stallone for opposite Merjao Rudin. Merjao Rudin might get one more opportunity to come back on. They need 3 rotations to pass. The graduate senior to step on the court one more time. As seniors, Kyriakos Semertazides and Nicholas Godino, as Godino makes a move, great effort, just doesn't get a hand, are on the court. No matter what, win or lose, for the final time in their career here. As old teammates, old roommates, I know that they are very appreciative of all the family. Ball goes barely over the net. Slammed down by Tacos. What we're talking is about all the family help that all the families give to all these athletes every single week, every single day for student athletes to be able to participate in events like this. It takes more than just the one person, and everyone here is thankful. We're appreciative of every single one of you tuning in this year with us, and that is Godino right on point coming up with the block. But from the Bearcat family to yours, we would love to say thank you. We appreciate you. Women's season is coming up. The men's basketball team just won CUNYs. Many more good positive opportunities for Bearcat athletics coming up in the future. Artem almost puts the ball away. Perfect pass from Lopez as Stallone throws over his first dump of the game. And Stallone goes 1 for 1 on dumps tonight. Great time to pull it out. You want to do it when no one sees it coming. Not when I can even just guess that you're about to do it. Lopez goes deep. It hits the Raptors. That ball's sent over. Summer Tzidis is there. Back to Artem, but there's a net. As Brooklyn goes down 18-7. Lopez goes over, and Godino throws it down. Another point for the senior. It was Summer Tzidis in the libero position coming out, and Godino at the outside position. There are future stars on the Bearcat roster that we will talk about when we come back in one moment. 19-7 here in the quarterfinals. We'll be back in 1 minute. Stay with us. And we are back in set number 3. Steven Lopez, what we were just talking about, as one of the outsides to replace Godino. Godino is going to be a huge asset that the Bearcats are going to lose. Kiriakos also, as there's Hanbin Lee, who's been sitting behind Kiriakos for 2 years now. Both players I had the opportunity to play with for a year. Great people off the court, better players on the court. Just when you have athletes like Kiriakos and Godino, it's hard for other athletes to find that court time as Kiriakos makes a great move. Ball goes down though. As Brooklyn looking to build some momentum here. They know they have 5 opportunities left. They have to pull this third set out right here. Jump serve goes at Godino as they send it out to Godino, and he goes deep. Sent off the backboard, and that's a point for the Bearcats.
Number 16, Evan Tacos will serve. Orange and Jackson.
Tacos back at 21-8. As it looks like Godino might have just come off for the last time on the home court as Warren Chen checks in and picks up the tip.
Point for Brooklyn.
Summer Tazitas comes back on the court. 21-9, Bearcats lead. Many mishits that one. That's what happens when you jump early. Sometimes those overpasses are a little bit hard to time, and he just jumped early on that one. Bulldogs building some momentum here, and that kills a little bit of it. As right on time, Edward comes in for the opposite Artem. Stallone, the center, comes off for the opposite Marajau Rudin, and the graduate senior coming back in. Really finish off this 22-10 set right here. Brooklyn trying to push to fourth set. Hand pass, 1 point, right there, Bulldogs. Quick one-set reply from the Bearcats, and that's a point. Float serve. They go outside. That's tipped off the hand. Great tip from Brooklyn there. That was number 3, Valentin. Just goes tip off the hand. Ball falls down. Nice, smart shot. Number 3, only a sophomore. Valentin, just what a great player right there. And even if Brooklyn does happen to fall in this match right here, they've got a lot of freshmen and a lot of sophomores on this roster with only 1 junior and 1 senior. As that ball just gets mishit and it goes out of bounds. That's match point for the Bearcats right here. As it looks like Kyriakos Semertazides might have walked off the court in the Arc Arena for his last time too. If the Bearcats find this point right here, he will not be transitioning back on. That ball trickles over the net. It's an ace. Godino and Semertazides get to be on the bench, the seniors together to end their journey here, the 4-year career. We say thank you to Warren Chen, Marajau Rudin, Nicholas Godino, and Kyriakos Semertazides for all of the efforts, all of the hard work put in as a Bearcat volleyball player. It's not easy to go to a school, especially a hard business college like Baruch, and do athletics at the same time. Shout out to every single athlete out there. Shout out to a great Brooklyn squad. They did very well here. Brooklyn very well represented tonight. Both coaches showing amazing respect for one another. The crowd was live. Thank you once again for the great season. All of the families that participate in every single athlete that's on campus here. No matter what, if it's volleyball or not, we appreciate you. It's hard for everything they do. Thank you for being with us this season. We will be back with women's volleyball in the fall and spring. And once again, the CUNYAC Pepsi Men's Volleyball Championship schedule for the quarterfinals. It was Tuesday, and 7 p.m. right now, John Jay and Medgar Evers are battling it out. The semifinals will be held Friday, April 12th. That's this week at Hunter College. And it'll either be John Jay or Medgar Evers taking on Hunter at 4 p.m., followed by Baruch playing CCNY at 6 p.m. The winner between those 2 games will be at the championship match, 8 p.m. Friday night, Hunter. Be there. That is the championship match, and if you cannot be there, that is okay. The championship match will be broadcasted live on the CUNYAC Facebook. Thank you so much to everyone who participated this season and who was with us, who viewed regularly. We appreciate you. We send our love to all the families and friends. We will see you next season. Thank you.